This is the Campfire convection oven, and it's a wonderful invention that allows people to have freedom. And the way I'd like to explain that is, as I became more aware about conflicts in our world, I became aware of a situation where there was a regime that was actually using wheat to control their people. And the way that they would do this is, in order for people to have bread, they would have to cooperate and do what the government wanted, because this dictator who controlled the country had actually targeted people standing in bread lines. He would bomb his own citizens. He was taking over bakeries and actually using those bakeries as a way to control the people, because they couldn't get their daily bread without cooperating with his government, which was a bad government. And so what this little oven allows you to do is, it's a portable bakery. And so you can bake bread anywhere, anytime, and be able to do it yourself, whether you have electricity or gas, or you don't need any of that. You can just use a wood fire and you can be able to bake your own bread. And so it's a wonderful invention. I started out making it to try to help my dad to have something to dream about and think about. And then as I continued on working on that, I was able to then see how it could help the rest of the world. Another thing about the Campfire convection oven is it uses a very small amount of wood. And so it's able to help the environment as well as helping other people. I remember showing it to a friend, and as he looked at the oven, he said that would be perfect for the people in the Philippines. He has a lot of family over there, and a lot of them don't have the access to electricity or to gas, and so they have to cook using other forms of heat. And so this is a wonderful invention. I've spent about 6 years on it, perfecting it, and I finally got it to where it works amazingly well. I remember using the Boy's Life model reflector oven, and you actually made that one, I think.
In 8th grade.
Uh-huh. So that would have been, was it about 50 years ago or more?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a while ago. You made it in, I guess, 8th grade metal shop. And so then you were kind of sold on reflector ovens, I guess.
Well, the interest by him, I didn't learn how to really cook it until much later.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. And was that a process?
Yeah, over years, but that reflector oven became one of the most popular projects in that junior high class. They were still making them several years later.
So you've had many, many years of experience cooking with reflector ovens, and enjoyed that quite a bit. And then, of course, I was born as your son and came on the scene, and got to enjoy the delicious French fries from the reflector oven, and all kinds of other things, the turnovers and the lots of yummy food that would come out of there, the pizza and so forth.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite memory of a reflector oven cooking time that you thought went pretty well?
Well, there was one time when I ran a fever and I went on a scout trip. I took some reflector ovens, and he was amazed that you could actually see the food cooking. Pigs in a blanket and French fries.
And you could just watch it cooking and browning. And
Yeah, and that was the thing that really impressed Graham, the old Dutch oven king, was that you could actually see the food cooking,
that's awesome.
whereas you can't in a Dutch oven.
Got to lift that lid up and check. You know, over the years, you had tried to make several different designs of reflector ovens.
I went online looking for reflector oven plans. I've got about 10 plans for them in my notebook.
Then, after all these years of experience and enjoyment, you wrote a book about it. The Reflector Oven from Principle to Practice.
Yes, we did that.
And it's a great book, and has recipes and all kinds of good things. And then you had your stroke, and as your son, I wanted to try my hand at moving the technology a little bit farther. a little further along, improve it a little bit, and try to make like the best reflector oven in the world. Part of the reason I wanted to do that was, to have you have something to be excited about, look forward to, and kind of have a little fun with, And so after I'd been doing it for about a year and a half, working on that, I remember I had built this one that was 36 inches wide and was really big, and someone joked it had its own satellite system. And then I remember I brought it to you, and I was ready to be done with the project because,
Well, when you started cooking, you were giving me a demonstration.
Yeah, and I demonstrated it. And then I was ready to be done with it after a year and a half, and just give you one of these giant ones with its own satellite system. And then you asked the key question. You said, "Can I get one of these that's 1/3 size?" And I just wanted to cry at that point, because I had already been working on it for a year and a half, and I had all prefabbed stuff that I could just kind of put together, and it didn't work that great and so forth, but I thought I could be done with it. And so then when you asked for the 1/3 size, I was kind of tempted to say, well, no, I don't want to work on it like that and do more. I've already spent so much time on it. But because of my love for you, I said, yes, Dad, I'll make you one that's 1/3 size. And then I had to go all the way back to the drawing board in AutoCAD and actually design a product, actually design something that would be able to be manufactured, that was a fresh idea.
That somebody would actually use.
That somebody would actually use, yeah. That they could transport from place to place. And so then I just basically threw out all that year and a half of designs and started just from nothing, square one. And then fast forward, 4 or 5 more years, and 150 prototypes later, and then we have the Campfire convection oven. And it really is a labor of love that started with that desire, but now I can see how it could help so many other people. And so now it's an opportunity to really bring that love of cooking and the convenience and the joy of it and the great taste to other people. So thank you, Dad, for everything that you worked on and advanced over all those years, and for helping me take it even farther to have this amazing oven that can be for other people.
Well, I'm glad you did.